says to do all things honest in the sight of all men. So it's not to try to deceive somebody to get somebody's girlfriend or walk out the club with the girl. I mean, there's things in this world that go even deeper than that. But that's a deception. And there's a master of deception. And we must learn how to become truth. And we must learn how to stand up and put down against the wiles of these devils that also try to contort our thoughts and try to become part of our flesh. Because God has made a way for us. And there is a bread that came down from heaven for us to become a new flesh, so that we can have life in the same world that we all live in. Okay? So let's turn to Romans 8:3. Now, Romans 8:3, it says, "For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh, knowing that in God is all light, and there is no darkness at all. But God allows things to happen. God is a consuming fire. We get angry, but God is a long-suffering God. He learns how to deal with things that are above our understanding. So, knowing that we was also made in this secret place, the Bible also says that the gospel of Christ is the power of Christ being made by God, means that it was written aforetime, seeing that it was written by God, and God is the creator of all these things. In that very beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the gospel of Christ is part of that Word, just like the laws of God are written in the book. So the law, the Word of God is from the beginning. The gospel of Christ was also established by God for a purpose, to save his people. It wasn't written at a time when Jesus was coming, or a time when man was created and a man thought of it. God established this foundation way before he even put man on earth. So, seeing that the law could not do because it was weak through the flesh, God sent his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh and for sin. Seeing that we also here as people go through a certain trial or tribulations and things that we too must overcome on whatever cause we find ourselves accomplishing and achieving and making our way out of it. God also had a plan. And that plan was to intervene in all your lives, and even in Jesus' life, before he was born, and giving him his very own spirit, so that this child could be raised up of God. Because we ain't gods. It's written we are gods because things that we want and things that we do, but we're still not gods. Jesus himself was separated from sinners and made man and came down from heaven for us because he was there with God. His spirit was there, like we was made in secret. But he came down and he intervened in our lives, and God made it happen. And so this same Jesus, God sent his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh and for sin, to condemn sin in the flesh.